Kate Tad here. We are in a random location because I decided that shooting from home is too boring because everything's at home nowadays. And why not enjoy the nature? There are people. I'm feeling judged. Okay, so in this video I'm going to talk about how my freshman year went, and I'm going to reflect on that, and I'm also going to talk about advice for your freshman year or just anyone in college, and advice how to make the most out of your experience. So, wow. These guys are just literally watching me film myself. It's so awkward. I'm so uncomfortable, and they're just walking slowly. But anyway, starting off freshman year, I was so excited. I was ready to meet my best friends. I was ready to do super well academically. I was ready to be the perfect version of myself. And I think that's where I failed. Like, even before I came to Northwestern, I expected too much of myself. And I think initially I was like, oh, everything's going according to plans. I found these great friends and I found these great people, but it wasn't perfect the way that I wanted it to be. And I think that was on me because I put so much pressure on like everything to be perfect so instantly. And like I really desperately wanted those lifelong college friends that you always see in movies and books, where it's like, oh yeah, I met this person freshman year of college, like they were my roommate, they were like this really important person so early in my life. I really wanted that. And because I was looking for that, I feel like I missed out on a lot of other great friendships that I could have had that might not have been perfect, but they still would have been amazing. And I think by the end of fall quarter, I think a lot of my great friendships from the beginning fell out just because you get busy with school and everything. I put so much pressure on myself academically because even though I was doing well, I think I falsely equated perfection with excellence. And because I wasn't doing perfect, I felt like I was doing badly. And that was also a me thing where I wish I had a different mindset. A lot of my problems freshman year were like my mindset, and I think with the right mindset going into freshman year you can enjoy yourself so much. And going into winter quarter, I was really excited because I was planning on rushing a sorority, and honestly going into it I wasn't fully convinced I was going to do a sorority, but then I went through rush and I really vibed with people, and I thought this would be a great way to fix my social problem. So I went ahead and rushed, which let me say took a lot of time. I'm not saying don't do it, because it really, like, I really value the experience. Like, even if I didn't join a sorority, I would have been glad I rushed. But it really took a lot of time that week, and I wish I stayed on top of it academically more. Because it was so early in winter quarter too, I think it started me off on a bad foot where I spent the rest of the quarter trying to play catch up from this like intense like first week of missing my assignments. Which sucked, let me say. It really sucked because I felt like I was struggling and behind for the entire quarter. Sad. To reiterate, I am not saying that if you do Greek life you're gonna not do well in school, because that's not true at all. I repeat, that's not true at all. I know so many people in Greek life who do so well at school. I just personally was really bad at managing my time because I so desperately wanted those friendships that I just forgot about school, and I just felt like, oh, that's second place. Like, what's important right now is my friendships and like making sure I secure my place socially. And that was my mistake because I really should have focused more on school that quarter. And that's something to remember like throughout the year, is that you are there for school. Like I know it's so fun, like trust me, it's so fun to go and meet these people and you're having the time of your life, but school is still really important. And it's really important that you remember that and prioritize that throughout your freshman year. Oh, there's all these people. I don't know if you guys can see all the people. To recap, fall, I felt strong and then lost. For winter quarter, I think I worked on myself a lot socially, but not enough academically. And then I felt like I was finally, like the pieces were starting to fall in place, and I felt really well set up for my spring quarter. And then the pandemic hit, and we all got sent home, and spring quarter became online. Really sad. I'm still sad about it, honestly. But it's fine, we're fine. I think the light softened up a little bit. I think I don't need to wear these. Coming home, honestly, was so good for me in so many ways that I didn't even realize. Like, obviously I was really sad. I truly do miss my friends, and I'm really sad about the experiences that I don't get to take part in. But for me, the past months have been me reflecting and working on myself so much, and I feel like I've grown so much as a person. I think one important skill that I forgot when I went to college is to rely on myself. I think I was so focused on finding the perfect friends and having all the traditional college experiences that I forgot to take moments to like check in on myself and to make sure that I was doing okay. And I think that was like a very big thing that I like completely missed out on, is how important mental health really is, and how important it really is for you to make sure you continue to check in on yourself and you're getting enough sleep and you're caring about like all of these different aspects of your mental health and physical health. Another thing that I realized that I was doing is that I was constantly looking for the next best thing. Like I was constantly looking for like the better friend or the better experience, instead of just enjoying the moment and really like seeing where I am right now and being happy with that. And that was something I'm really sad about, because I think I missed out on a lot of really fun experiences because I kept on thinking, oh, there's something more fun I could be doing. Oh, there's someone better I could hang out with. And as cheesy as it sounds, I think the quarantine really gave me perspective on my life and taught me to appreciate the little things, like truly appreciate like the little things in life, and like care about myself and care about like other people, and like how to be a better friend, and who I want to be going into my sophomore year, and how I can be that person, and like learning all these different things. Like I can make a completely different video on that, because me working on myself has been such a big process for the past couple months, and I feel so much better. I feel so much more confident in myself, and I feel so much stronger, and all these different things. Looking towards next year, in an apartment with my friend, so get excited for all the videos that will come with that. I'm really excited for the future. Oh, I forgot to talk about this summer. This summer I was supposed to do a REU, which is a research experience for undergrads at Northwestern, which anyone can apply to even if you don't go to Northwestern. So I got that, and that was synthetic biology, and I was super excited for that, but unfortunately canceled because of COVID. So now I just spent the summer working and hanging out with friends and all that stuff. In general, I'm just super excited for my next chapter. So yeah, that's basically my life until now. It wasn't at all how I expected, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I hope my story made sense and will help you avoid my mistakes your freshman year. And just a disclaimer, because I understand this year is so different than other years in the past. I know this year must be really scary with all the uncertainties and difficulties and all new restrictions. And I just want to reassure you that as a peer advisor, which is one of the people who help out with freshman orientation, I want to reassure you that there are going to be so many new different mechanisms for you to meet people, and that you will find your people and you will enjoy your freshman year in a safe way. Don't panic about the rules, stay in the moment, just enjoy whatever you are given instead of getting sad about what you're missing out on. And that's the best advice I can give you going into this year. Also, low-key, everyone meets their close friends sophomore year anyway. And onto advice, I have asked my friends on my Instagram story, because me as one person is not enough, and there's so much good advice, like so much good advice that my friends gave. I'm so appreciative of them for that. Some advice. Even if you're unsure about something, still try it. Don't limit your opportunities. Get involved in as many extracurriculars as possible. That is one of my biggest regrets from freshman year, is that I didn't spend enough time trying to get involved in other activities, and it's really hard. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's hard to do this in college, but you have to really focus and put effort into it. And I'm not saying you have to join every extracurricular or anything like that. Just focus on a couple that you really like and make sure you're putting time and effort into those, and then it will pay off. You don't have to figure out your narrative. Do things because you want to, and it'll be fine. Very true. Take it one day at a time. It takes time to find your place. Also super true. Take things slow. Don't panic if everything's not perfect at first. Create a daily routine to get through things easier, and always try to push yourself to work hard, because in the end it will pay off. Ask questions, use the resources available, and don't forget to have fun too. I stand by all of that. Like, the resources that are given to you on campus are actually insanely helpful. Like, as someone who's only used a couple of them, I find them. I think I was talking about resources. Is this even clear? I never know if it's clear. Use them. Don't forget about them. So useful. Use them. Get your work done as soon as you have time. Stop putting it off. I can't emphasize this one enough, because in college, your schedule is so spontaneous and random that it's so useful when you have your homework done early, and then you're able to like go out with your friends or do fun things. Go to events, talk to everyone, have a good schedule. Don't take any classes before 11 a.m. Don't take classes on Friday mornings. All that stuff is schedule involved. It's not the biggest deal, so if you don't get the classes you want or whatever, don't panic, especially because things are probably going to be mostly online this year. But it is really nice to be able to sleep in on a Friday morning or not have to go to an 8 a.m. class at all during the week. Make sure you're taking the time to research and plan out your class schedule. Don't worry if you don't find your best friends during Wildcat Welcome or Orientation Week. Be open to new experiences, people, and opportunities. Any one of these can change your life. Just gonna leave it at that. Make a good study plan for each class depending on how many credits it is. So we don't have credits really at Northwestern, like we do, but it's like really 1 credit per class and then like a third of a credit per lab. At whatever college you go to, maybe you have credits better, but make sure you're looking at the reviews and different things online to see how hard a class is. Also be asking upperclassmen, like how much time should you be spending on each class before you actually start them. Make sure you're smartly planning your time. This goes back to time management. Bring a long charger if you live in a dorm. Bringing a long charger is so useful because then you're not stuck to the outlet. It's so helpful. Lastly, and most important, be yourself, because if you're not yourself, you're going to find friends and people that don't really know you, and then you're going to feel more isolated than ever before. Just be yourself, and I promise you will find your happiness. And that's all that I have for today. I really hope you enjoyed the like the video if this was helpful. Comment any new video ideas or any suggestions you have down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!